It's like a hobby to me, because I love to work. I farm, I do everything. I love to work.
And as he loved to work, his boat explains his love for God.
But that's what the Lord gave me when I first got saved. Put down your boat so let people read that, see that His coming is near. Signs of time, I never thought the signs would have been right in this island. So it's very true that the Lord is at hand. And that's why I put that on it. You should know their names.
What are her names?
Rebecca.
What's the next one?
The little one right there, that's Amos, Prophet Amos. The big one, Matthew. And the next one is Hannah. And the other one, I call him the prodigal son, because you want to experience the world. No, Sharon. That's the roses of my Sharon.
In Harbor Island, North Minnesota, I'm Charles Fisher. This is ZNS.
This is the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. Here's a look at tonight's top stories. Prime Minister Davis welcoming newly appointed government senators. F&M leader Michael Pintard officially sworn in. And Bahamas Educators, Counselors and Allied Workers Union President embrace newly appointed Minister of Education.
The Bahamas Tonight Northern Edition starts now.
Good evening and welcome to the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. I'm Shalia Rule, and as always, it's a pleasure to have you with us. The official naming of government senators taking place at Government House today, with 9 senators receiving their instruments of appointment under the Constitution of the Bahamas. The appointments come following the completing of cabinet appointments over the weekend. Ramiko Knowles has the details in tonight's top story.
Minister, I am pleased to inform you that we now have the full complement of 12 senators, all appointed.
9 government senators receiving their instruments of appointment Monday afternoon. Among them were 3 senators appointed under Article 39(3) of the Constitution, which provides for appointments made after consultation with the Governor General and the Leader of the Opposition. They include Senators Lachelle Adderley, Jayan Major, and Diasanti Small. Meanwhile, 6 government senators appointed under Article 39(2), which provides for appointments made on the advice of the Prime Minister, also receiving their instruments of appointment. They include Kevin Simmons of Grand Bahama, ZNS General Manager Clint Watson, Robin Lyons, Keno Wong, Keenan Johnson, and Latre Ramming.
And so today, I'm proud beyond measure to welcome these women and men as senators to sit on the government benches.
Prime Minister the Honorable Philip Davis offering words of encouragement during the ceremony while welcoming the newly sworn-in senators.
Some of them are especially well known to me, as they have been my employees at one time or another. Having been tested in the court of public opinion, or even more rigorously tested by me, as how well they are doing their job, I say without hesitation, reservation or pause, all of them are among the best of Bahamians.
While offering well wishes, the nation's leader advising the newly appointed senators to do all they can, learn all they can, and to do so with humility and fortitude to produce the best for the Bahamian people.
Continue to give thanks and praise to God for having brought us to this moment. I encourage you to seek His counsel in your decision making. During this term, I pray that a greater degree of civility returns to the way proceedings in Parliament are conducted.
During the ceremony, the nation's leader also responding to concerns surrounding the size of cabinet appointments, saying similar questions were raised at the start of his last term in office.
My friends, we need all hands on deck. We also need the best hands on deck. At the beginning of our last term, some questioned the need to grow the number of appointments to the administration. However, it is because we took the approach that we did that we were able to make the kind of progress that we did, which resulted in the vote of confidence the Bahamian people invested in us. And now that the task ahead is even greater, we must bring to bear all the talents at hand to help us to deliver on our commitments.
For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Ramiko Knowles.
Meanwhile, leader of the Free National Movement, Michael Pintard, officially sworn in today as His Majesty's loyal opposition leader. The ceremony marking a significant moment for the opposition party as Pintard received his instruments of appointment in the presence of government officials, supporters, and fellow party members. Here's that report. Opposition leader Michael Pintard making it clear today that the opposition intends to hold the government accountable while continuing to act in the best interests of the Bahamian people.
We will do our job, opposing when necessary and supporting when appropriate. We will be diligent and forceful in insisting on the practice of good governance, which includes the two most critical tenets: transparency and accountability by the government.
Pintard also stressing that despite holding just 8 seats in Parliament, the opposition remains committed to carrying out its constitutional responsibilities on behalf of the Bahamian people.
That our 8 members, James Leo Ferguson, Lincoln Deal, the second, Fraser Gibson, Dr. Andre Rollins, Michaela Barnett Ellis, Adrian White, and James Kwesi Thompson, I'm confident, will all make the Bahamian people proud through their professionalism, their diligence, their forthrightness, their honesty and humility.
Meanwhile, additional members of the opposition also receiving their instruments of appointment. Those appointed include Dr. Trevor Johnson, Rick Fox, Orinthia Kumalafi, and Ellsworth Johnson.
Fortunately, or unfortunately, there was no shortage of qualified men and women to consider for these appointments. I fully expect to have had more than 4 appointments to make, but Her Excellency, the results of the election dictated otherwise and denied us of this wonderful privilege we were looking forward to. I thank these individuals for accepting their appointments. I also thank their families, many of whom granted permission for their loved ones to begin this new journey.
And following the appointment of 28 cabinet ministers in the Davis administration over the weekend, making it the largest cabinet in Bahamian history, our ZNS News team hit the streets to hear how residents feel about the historic expansion. Matthew Martin Borrow reports.
The Davis administration now fully appointing its slate of cabinet ministers who will serve during the next electoral term. 28 members taking the oath of office and receiving their instruments of appointment, forming what is now the largest cabinet in the country's history. Residents in Grand Bahama are now sharing their reaction to the historic number of appointments and what they expect the expanded cabinet will deliver over the next 5 years.
I think it's pretty exciting. I'm hoping and praying that, we see a lot of progress, pun intended. And I would say probably out of everything, the Ginger Moxie being the Minister for Grand Bahama, again, I'm very excited to see.
I feel as though regardless who is there, we give them the opportunity to have another 5 years.
Some of the appointments that I see in place, that ain't a good look already. So let's see what happens.
Founder of Reach Out Ministries, Dudley Sade, says he's optimistic about the Davis administration's second consecutive term, adding that Grand Bahamians should also remain hopeful about the island's future and the opportunities ahead.
I think Grandmama hoping that they deliver those promises. I think Ginger is a lady of action. She will hit the ground working. I think I am excited about Chester. If Chester turn around tourism, I think he'll have the same energy for education. So I am looking for that. And we need relief with the power company. I think people just want their bills to go down. But I'm excited also to see what the government will do.
Sade notes that unity, regardless of political affiliation, is the most important asset that can help drive the progression of both Grand Bahama and the country as a whole.
Election is over, and I think that's my message that I'd like to send to the country. If the present government fail, we all fail. So I think what has normally happened is election is over and everyone's still acting like you have to bash the government. No, we need to unite. And I think if this country unite, you'll see things happen.
For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Matthew Martinborough.
Change within the Ministry of Education is also being met with gratitude and optimism as the president of the Bahamas Educators, Counselors and Allied Workers Union reflects on one chapter closing and another beginning. Sherelle Dames has that story.
President of the Bahamas Educators, Counselors and Allied Workers Union, Sandra Major, is welcoming the newly appointed Minister of Education and Deputy Prime Minister, the Honorable I. Chester Cooper, with open arms. Major says her hope is that they can build on the progress already made within the education system.
Coming in as a new minister, my thought is that he'll be willing to work with us as a union. He will be able to work with what is there, and anything that needs to change, he's willing to change it. However, if there are things that are working now, our thought is that work with it. Have a good relationship, an open conversation, to be able to have working relationship with all the stakeholders in education. Education is a vast ministry, and it takes all of us collectively to build it.
Prior to the recent general election and new cabinet appointments, the government signed a new 5-year industrial agreement with Beckawu, bringing salary increases and expanded benefits for teachers, guidance counselors, and teachers' aides. The agreement follows the expiration of the previous contract in 2025 and will remain in effect through 2030. And when asked about expectations surrounding the new agreement, Union President Sandra Major says,
what we will do as a union is truly just monitor our industrial agreement because it's been signed by the governor of the Bahamas. We are pleased with it. But our hope is that as we work this industrial agreement, we work it together.
Major emphasized the importance of strong male representation within the education system, especially for young men. She also says Mr. Cooper's background in education could prove beneficial as it may give him a deeper understanding of the challenges impacting the sector.
My hope as president that he understands all the intricacies of what education really entails, and he can bring his unique perspective after having served as a teacher. Now he's faced with a new challenge. He's now on the other side. So maybe what he's bringing to the table will work with what he has and makes better for education.
Now, the Beckawu president notes that as change is inevitable, it is her hope that the new Minister of Education can usher the Ministry of Education into a broader change and diversity for the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Sherelle Dames.
And still to come.
When we come back, police investigate Grand Bahama latest traffic fatality, claiming the life of a 67-year-old man.
You have enough things to worry about. Living in a world that can seem opposite of the things you are trying to accomplish.
I can need a little help with this one, sis.
We're here to let you know that you don't have to go at it alone. Choose peace of mind. choose comfort. Choose CD. Commonwealth Bank, leader in personal banking services.
Come on down and see what Dolly Madison has in store for you. Renovate and rejuvenate at Dolly Madison.
Save more drugs. We got you. From cosmetics to prosthetics, what you need for your family, the brands you're looking for, the quality you expect, the prices you need and deserve. Feel the love. Save more at Save More Drugs.
KMW Battery and Tires now offers oil changes starting at just $35. Fast, reliable service you can trust. Open Monday to Friday, 8 to 6, Saturdays, 8 to 4. Call 351-2595 today. Need glazing replacement parts fast? Clearview Glass has you covered for window doors, showers, and hurricane shutters. Your one-stop source for all window and door hardware. And if they don't have it, they can special order it. Call Clearview Glass today at 352-7694.
Come and visit us at Shop Smart, because everything is here.
Yes, we have it all for you. Toys, clothing, office supplies, appliances, custom cut blinds, bedding, drapes, and rugs. Come and visit us on Mackey Street, 2 blocks down from Wolf Road. Call us at 698-1052.
Shop Smart. Oh, everything is here.
Here at Freeport Decorators, we have hundreds of products for you to choose from. Whether you're in the market for trophies, plaques, rubber stamps, corporate signs, any kind of interior signage, stamps, or seals, we're your one-stop shop. We feature glass, acrylic, crystal awards for every occasion. We build all the trophies here on site. Looking for a gift item? We feature pens, key rings, mugs, tumblers, barbecue tools, even bamboo cutting boards. Have something already? Bring it on down. Let us see if we can print that special something on it for you. Need a headstone? Memorialize the memory of your loved one with a beautifully lasered granite marker. Our store hours are Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. We focus on customization. So if you have an idea or a new concept, bring it on down or call us at 352-5557 or even WhatsApp your idea to us at 646-0777 and we will do our best to make your awards and recognition ideas a reality.
Your #1 team in the North. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
Welcome back. Police in Grand Bahama are investigating a traffic accident that claimed the life of a 67-year-old male pedestrian on Sunday night. For more on this latest traffic fatality, we now turn to our Shane Stubbs, who has the details.
Caution tape, flashing lights, and a poorly lit road marking the scene of the latest traffic fatality to occur late Sunday evening in Grand Bahama. According to Superintendent of Police Christopher Farquharson, the police control room received reports of a male who sustained serious injuries after making impact with a wrecker truck.
Officers were dispatched to the scene to investigate, and on their arrival they met a flatbed truck with damages to the front left side, and they also met a male with serious injuries about the body.
According to initial investigations, the 1997 flatbed truck was traveling south along Call Road when the incident occurred, turning a routine journey into a tragic scene.
Somehow the pedestrian walked in the pathway of the truck and the collision occurred.
The pedestrian sustained severe injuries to the body. Emergency medical services responded to the scene, examined the victim, and confirmed there were no signs of life. Police have not officially released the identity of the victim. However, unofficial reports identified the deceased as Joshua Garfield Roll.
This is the initial stage of the investigation, and as the information becomes more available, we'll be able to give it to you.
For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Shane Stubbs.
2 men are under police guard in hospital following a high-speed chase and firearm investigation in Grand Bahama. Police say officers attempted to stop a Chevrolet Malibu on East Beach Drive Saturday night after noticing it had only one working headlight. The driver reportedly refused to stop, leading officers on a pursuit that ended when the vehicle crashed into a tree on Independence Avenue in the Heritage subdivision. According to police, as officers approached, the driver exited the vehicle holding holding what appeared to be a firearm. One officer discharged a single shot in the driver's direction. Two men ages 19 and 23 were arrested, while a third male fled the scene and remains at large. No firearm was recovered, but officers say a black ski mask was found on the 23-year-old. The 19-year-old was also wanted on an outstanding criminal warrant. Both suspects were injured in the crash and taken to hospital for treatment. Investigations continue. Switching gears now, confirmation. One of the 7 sacraments of the Anglican Church taking center stage at the Church of the Ascension, where 19 members made a bold public commitment to Christ before family and friends during the special confirmation service. Officiating the service was Right Reverend Leish Boyd, who commended both the youth and adult confirmants for their courage in making the declaration of faith.
That way of life springs from something in here, a conversion of heart, a subjection of your heart and will to the things of God. And confirmation candidates, I hate to repeat myself, but I'm not sorry for doing it. At Holy Confirmation, the church says to you, you know the difference between right and wrong, and you have to choose that in your life.
The Right Reverend also charging those in the congregation to reevaluate their priorities in their walk with Christ.
Because individually, we have not undergone that conversion. We have not decided that we're going to move our lives in a certain direction. But people see us coming to church. People see us involved. People see us in all sorts of positions of participation and responsibility. But is there a reflection in our lives about a basic commitment to God?
It's now time for your Health is Wealth Monday tip.
Sexual orientation is a natural part of who someone is. And for teens, this can be a time of exploration and discovery, but also very confusing. The most important thing is creating a safe, supportive environment where teens feel respected and free from judgment. Parents, educators, and peers should listen without assumptions and offer acceptance for teens. Know that you're not alone. There are supportive communities and resources to help you navigate your feelings. If you're struggling or confused, talking to a trusted adult or a mental health professional can be incredibly helpful. Your orientation is just one part of you, and it's valid, no matter where you are in your journey. Respecting yourself and others goes a long way in supporting emotional and mental well-being. I'm Dr. Monique Pratt, and remember, your greatest wealth is your health.
We salute our Facebook friend of the night, Eloise Roberts. Thank you for your support. Hope you enjoyed your day. And that's a look at stories making news. Shane, what's happening in sports?
Well, Shalia, we have some big-time performances in track and field, including Devin Charlton resetting her national record.
That's coming your way next. Stay with us.
See news in the making? Call us at 352-9713 or 359-5167, or you can email us at zns3news@gmail.com.
Psst. Guess what? Budget Pest Control has something important to show you. Copter termites former Salmus, the super termite. What makes them super? Their ferocious appetite can attack your home from below and above. They even attack forestry. But don't worry. Budget Pest Control has extensively studied this species on Grand Bahama. You can even check out our scientific paper. So you can count on us to protect your investment. Call Budget Pest Control, the termite specialist.
Journey to a serene oasis. Relax. Rejuvenate. Renew. Welcome to Renew Day Spa. For appointments, call 352-RENU.
Seaport. Get ready for 3 powerful nights of Holy Ghost outpouring. Join Pastor Robert and Lady Rochelle Lockhart at Calvary Temple, Wednesday, May 20th to Friday, May 22nd, 7 p.m. nightly, featuring powerful ministry from Prophet Rob DeLuca out of Orlando, Florida, Pastor Wilberforce Okumu from Umbala, Uganda, and dynamic worship with Calvary Temple Praise Team, May 20th through 22nd, 7 p.m. nightly, climaxing Sunday, May 24th at 10 a.m. This is your encounter.
Save more drugs, from cosmetics to prosthetics. What you need for your family, the brands you're looking for, the quality you expect, vitamins you need, and prescriptions you came for. Feel the love. Save more at Save More Drugs.
Welcome to the ZNS Total Sports Cave, everyone. I'm Shane Stubbs. The Paul Dingus Thompson Slow Pitch Invitational is usually one of the hardest softball tournaments for the Whit Monday holiday weekend. And with teams traveling from all over the Bahamas, you can expect more of the same.
We have visiting teams from New Providence. We're expecting a team in from Andros, and we also expecting a local base team here in Grand Bahama. So we're just urging all to come out and see some good softball.
This is going to be our largest teams that's going to be participating in the tournament. From New Providence, we have the Cairo Cruisers, we have the Black Scorpions, we have the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture Lions team. When it comes to the men's division, we do have the CLA Hitters, who's the defending champions, and I forgot to mention the Cooper's Destroyers from the co-ed team. They're also the defending champions. I mean, what a fitting way to come and spend your Whit Monday holiday with us, seeing great softball action.
The action kicks off Thursday, May 21st to the 24th at the Grand Bahama Sports Complex. Now over on the track, it was a very busy weekend in track and field. But first up, Shatalia Dorset coming up huge for the Georgia Southern Eagles at the Sun Belt Conference Outdoor Track and Field Championships over in Mobile, Alabama. Not only did Dorset come away with a trio of gold medals, but she'd also finished with a few new records in the process. Firstly, in the 200 meters, she'd run a blazing time of 22.91 seconds, cementing a new personal best and also a new facility record. Later, she moved on to win her second gold medal, this time in the 100 meters in 11.18 seconds, resetting her school's record, setting a new personal best, and resetting the facility record in that event. She'd also helped her school capture gold in the 4x100 meters. Dorset was tapped for first leg duty. That, as the quartet would also set a new facility record in the time of 44.37 seconds. This is also a season's best for the Eagles. And also on the track, Giovanna Bridgewater earning All-American honors at the National Junior College Athletic Association's Outdoor Track and Field National Championships. Bridgewater would finish 7th in the 400 meters, clocking 47.29 seconds. He also broke the Colby Community College record in the prelims, clocking a time of 45.24 seconds. And Devin Charlton clocked her fastest outdoor season opener over in the Wanda Diamond League in China. Charlton finished second, but her scorching time of 12.38 seconds would reset her national record, which stood at 12.44 seconds. And that's your sports fix this evening. Your local forecast is next. I'm Shane Stubbs, and remember, success is built on daily discipline.
Tonight's weather forecast is brought to you by Royal Star Assurance.
'Cause it's so beautiful.
We got what you want. We got what you need. We got what you came for. the quality you expect, the prices you need and deserve. Save more at Save More Drugs.
Let's keep it clean. Put it in the trash, my guy. Not on the ground, not on the beach, not in the bush, not in the street. No, yeah. Just put it in the trash, my guy. Not on the ground, not on the beach, not in the bush, not on the streets. Just put it in the trash, my guy.
Bombastic side eye. Criminal offensive side eye.
Put it in the trash. Put it in the trash. That's it, that's it. Put it in the trash. Just put it in the trash. That's it, that's it. Just put it in the trash, my guy. Not on the ground, not on the beach, not in the bush, not in the street. Just put it in the trash, my guy. Yeah. Just put it in the trash, my guy. Yeah. We just gotta keep Grand Bahama clean.
Your number one team in the North. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
You.
A little birdie told me you fell off a kayak this weekend. What was going on with that?
Maybe it's true, maybe it isn't.
They was trying one of your little what's happening in Grand Bahama fiascos over the weekend? You know?
Yeah, maybe. We'll see.
We need to put that on TV. The people need to see that one.
That concludes the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. I'm Shalia Roll. Thanks so much for watching. Here's a live look at the Bahamas Tonight coming your way next.
Come on.
No.
Coming up in the Bahamas Tonight, leader of the official opposition receives his instrument of appointment 1 week after his stinging loss at the polls. The opening of Parliament moves out of the city of Nassau. We'll tell you why and where. And a historic meeting draws the world's leading climate change scientists to the Bahamas. The Bahamas Tonight, the national report starts now. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the broadcast. Not since the COVID pandemic have we seen a change in venue for the tradition-steeped opening of Parliament. That is until Wednesday, and the pomp and pageantry ceremony will be moved indoors, all thanks to Mother Nature. Our Desmond Saunders lets us in on last-minute change of venue and what it means for Wednesday's proceedings.
Part of the proceedings for the opening of Parliament on Wednesday will take place at the Atlanta Resort. Traditionally, the opening of Parliament, which sets the tone for the parliamentary year, is held in Parliament Square. Here, joining us this evening to explain the decision, I have the Chief Clerk of Parliament, Mr. David Forbes. Good evening, sir. Can you explain what came about with the decision to move the traditional opening of Parliament from Parliament Square to the Atlanta Resort?
Well, the main consideration is because we're expecting bad weather on Wednesday. From all indication from the meteorological department as well as internationally, it seems like it's going to be a lot of rain on Wednesday, and so that will make it really almost impossible to have a proper opening of the Parliament in Parliament Square.
Okay. So how this is all going to come together, a part of the proceedings, I understand, is going to take place on Parliament Square, and the other part is going to take place at the Atlantis. Talk about the mechanism behind it and how is it going to work?
Well, first of all, members are going to be sworn in to the respective chambers. That's the House of Assembly and the Senate. Once that is done, the Speaker or the presiding officers in both chambers will be elected. After that is done, the deputy to them, each of their deputies will be elected. Then a committee of 3 from the House of Assembly and 1 from the Senate will be sent to the government house to inform Her Excellency that a presiding officer for either house has been chosen. Now, traditionally, after that is done, they would come back to the House or to the Senate chamber in Parliament Square and have the reading of the speech from the throne from there. That won't happen, and that's where you have the break with tradition there. But remember, we opened the Parliament in Bahama in 2021, so it is not totally new. It's not the first time it's being held outside the precincts of Parliament, but this time, it's for a different reason. So over in Atlantis, we will now have to erect a throne for the governor to sit on. We'll have to erect a little bit of a Senate, so to speak, and the senators will be seated when the Governor General arrives over there, and the House of Assembly members will be held in a holding room. And once the Governor General is ready for the speech from the throne, then to make the speech from the throne, she will summon the Speaker and members of the House of Assembly to the throne area where she is in order for her to read the speech from the throne.
Like you told me, all hands are on deck.
All hands are on deck.
And preparations are in motion for the opening of Parliament. Breaking tradition, it will not be held in Parliament Square. It will take place, part of the proceedings will take place at the Atlantis Resort, as you heard from David Forbes, who is the Chief Clerk of Parliament. Back to you guys in the studio.
Well, thanks, Desmond. Now, the goal was to win. Instead, history repeated itself, and the Free National Movement again suffered a crushing defeat at the poll. Exactly 1 week later, buoyed by the full support of his party, the leader of His Majesty's loyal opposition today received his instrument of appointment, vowing transparency and accountability. LaDon Davis has the story.
Mr. Pintard, who secured a comfortable victory in the Marcos City constituency during the May 12 general election, said while his party sought a different role, the people of the Bahamas have assigned them to the opposition benches. He noted that in a democracy, it is the people who ultimately decide the direction of the country, adding that the FNM respects the outcome of the election and the will of the Bahamian people.
I pledge to honor their trust and uphold the Constitution of the Bahamas as the leader of the opposition. I also pledge to the Bahamian people to be robust and steadfast in my constitutional responsibilities. We will do our job, opposing when necessary and supporting when appropriate.
After a stunning defeat at the polls, Pintard renewed his party's commitment to keeping the government accountable.
We will be diligent and forceful in insisting on the practice of good governance, which includes the two most critical tenets, transparency and accountability by the government. Beyond transparency and accountability, we will press forcefully for fairness, honesty, integrity, fiscal responsibility, and economic justice in the use of public resources.
The opposition leader says far too many Bahamians have become disconnected from the political process and increasingly skeptical of their leaders.
I'm confident that our 8 members, James Leo Ferguson, Lincoln Deal, the second, Frazette Gibson, Dr. Andre Rollins, Michaela Barnett Ellis, Adrian White, and James Kwesi Thompson, I'm confident, will all make the Bahamian people proud through their professionalism.
Mr. Pintard said despite political differences, the country's future must remain the priority, urging Bahamians to move forward together in the interest of national development and the well-being of its people. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm LaDon Davis.
Meantime, both the governing party and the opposition rounding out their parliamentary team with the appointment of senators this morning. Here's our Lloyd Allen with who will take a seat in the upper chamber for the Progressive Liberal Party.
The complement of all government-appointed senators and those decided in collaboration with the opposition now complete. Prime Minister the Honorable Philip Davis noting that their role as senators will be crucial over the next 5 years as the government seeks to complete its extensive agenda.
Now that the task ahead is even greater, we must bring to bear all the talents at hand to help us to deliver on our commitments. To the incoming senators, I wish you all well. Do all you can, learn all you can, and give of yourself all you can. And do so with the humility and fortitude needed to produce the best for the Bahamian people.
General Manager at the Broadcasting Corporation of the Bahamas, Clint Watson, says he plans to hit the ground running. While the next chapter for ZNS will be made clear within the coming days, Mr. Watson points to his immediate agenda.
Obviously, I'm a journalist. I'm in communications, ensuring that we put the right laws in place that impact journalism, that impact information. People have been talking about the freedom of information. People have been talking about acts that impact really governance in 21st century. I want to make sure that we put those in place. I don't want to preempt anything, but you'll all understand it by the end of the week, is all I will say.
Now, the role of senators are key to the legislative agenda. The senators designate shared their intended focus in the upper chamber.
Definitely education, health care, social services, all of it, really. But I really want us to take a deep dive into health care, education, social services, and of course, immigration.
If anyone knows me by now, they will know that neighborhood is dear to my heart. I want to see neighborhoods throughout the country, not just primarily here in New Providence, but throughout the islands, prosper in a way that we will continue to have safer and better neighborhoods.
It's been a grueling 5 years as Director of Communications, but I'm excited for the new tasks that the second term has to offer and continue to make not only the Prime Minister proud, but the Bahamas proud.
While senators are appointed rather than elected, the Senate serves as an important check within the legislative process. It provides an additional level of scrutiny to bills, policies, and national issues before they become law. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Lloyd Allen.
Well, we can also tell you tonight that 4 Free National Movement opposition senators also received their instrument of appointment during a ceremony at Government House this afternoon. Desmond Saunders has the details. Desmond?
Well, good evening, Makusla, and good evening, Bahamas. Making the cut, Elspeth Johnson, Rick Fox, Orinthia Komalafe, and Dr. Trevor Johnson. The group represents a broad cross-section of experience spanning business, sports, law, and community leadership. The 4 say they're prepared to get to work immediately, promising meaningful contributions and strong representation in the upper chamber.
Opposition politics is 24/7, 7 days a week. 365 days of the year. It is selfless. And so there are a myriad of issues that we have to deal with.
With the extensive background that I have, I intend to use my many years that I have had in law, in banking, in policy, and also in corporate governance to be able to bring that to the table, to bring it to the table of the governance.
Extremely humbled by the honor to represent our party, our country in the Senate. There's a lot of qualified people from our party that could do this job. So to be selected, first and foremost, a lot of responsibility to make sure I represent all of us.
I'm a 30-year-old, so you can expect me to speak a lot about young people and increase engagement in the political process.
Now, those 4 F&M senators, like their PLP counterparts, will take their place in the upper chamber on Wednesday.
Well, thanks, Desmond. Coming up, the Prime Minister takes center stage at an historic summit here in the capital. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight, the National Report. There's more news in a moment.
You have enough things to worry about. Living in a world that can seem opposite of the things you are trying to accomplish.
I can need a little help with this one,
We're here to let you know that you don't have to go at it alone. Choose peace of mind. Choose comfort. Choose CD. Commonwealth Bank, leader in personal banking services.
Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, and everybody watching from Nassau. Tonight, we welcome a star. So please join me in welcoming the barbecue rap star, star of the show!
KFC, it's finger licking good.
Let's make this moment last forever. Let's start a family together. With a house, a car, and kids. Oh, I love the way we live. I got it covered. BAF has got me covered. So live your life. BAF for life. So live your life. BAF for life. So live your life. BAF
household name carries a lot of approval. And when you're shopping for household, you need a household name. For 50 years, Bahamas Welding and Fire has been a household name in outdoor grills and kitchen appliances. Need to beautify that yard space for your grill? BWF has it covered. For the industrial worker, you can find a complete line of tools and safety equipment. For the welder of any level or budget, you can find the right machinery to power everything. There's no shortage on power with a wide array of generators. And safety is everyone's responsibility. Find everything needed to protect everyone on the worksite. Over 40,000 square feet of shopping space in a convenient location. Bahamas Welding and Fire. We're more than just our name. Located number 13 Wilton Street.
JMC Gaming and JS Events present the 3rd annual Come Go With Me Turks and Caicos Concert Weekend, July 2nd through 4th, featuring from the Bahamas, Gino D, D-Man, and KB. And from the TCI, Gemma, Barbara Johnson, Jack Nasty, Maggie and Kool-Aid. Backed by the Provision Band. Music by TCI's Most Wanted, DJ Shay. Hosted by Super P. And get ready for a Toast of Jamaica, featuring the international artist, Tyrus Riley. Oh, it's my day. Backed by Dean Fraser and the Black Soil Band. It's the 3rd annual Come Go With Me Turks and Caicos Concert Weekend, July 2nd through 4th. Ticket location, Nels Variety, Elite Sports Bar, Basic Essential, and Express Gas Station. For info, contact 649-231-0018 or 649-231-3862. Come go with me. Go with me. Go with me. Go with me.
You're looking at a shot there of the historic Zion Baptist Church at the corner of East and Shirley Streets in downtown Nassau. The church opened in 1835, and that shot courtesy of our drone pilot, Shane Gibson. Welcome back. The argument has repeatedly been made for the Bahamas to adopt a fixed election date. The governing Progressive Party's chairman, Fred Mitchell, made it clear late March, though, that that was not a priority then and was unlikely to top the agenda if the PLP were given a second term. The Free National Movement, however, promised to do so if successful at the May 12 polls. Well, Commonwealth Observer Group Chair and former Prime Minister of Jamaica, the Most Honorable Bruce Golding, acknowledges the issue is not one he and his team discussed. Still, he sees both the advantages and disadvantages of such reform.
A situation may arise in a country which demands a return to the electorate. And it may not necessarily be a good thing for that necessity to be imprisoned by the fact that the election date is fixed. At the same time, a fixed election date does provide some predictability so that people can plan, and so that you don't have heightened political tensions going on for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, because people not sure if an election is around the corner. So there are issues on both sides.
In other news this evening, climate change, not an abstract concept. Just think back a minute to the horrors and devastation of 2019's Hurricane Dorian. Prime Minister the Honorable Philip Davis again painting that dismal picture during his address this morning to the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, where more than 200 scientists, policymakers, and climate experts from around the globe are meeting this week as part of ongoing international efforts to assess and respond to the growing impacts of climate change. For its part, the nation's leader says the Bahamas is prioritizing climate resilience and infrastructure to ensure it can withstand stronger storms while implementing policies to reduce reliance on fossil fuels.
It's not only an environmental imperative, it is an economic one. Moreover, the Bahamas has taken a leadership role in innovative financing mechanisms. From debt for nature swaps to climate resilience funds, we are working to unlock the capital needed for adaptation at scale. Because for small island states, adaptation is not optional, it is essential. But let me be clear, While we are proud of what we are doing, we know that no country, especially no small island nation, can meet this challenge alone.
Says the IPCC represents the gold standard when it comes to scientific collaboration, with its assessments informing global policy and shaping international negotiations.
Science must remain at the heart of climate action. It must guide us, challenge us, and when necessary, compel us to act more boldly. At a time when the world can sometimes feel divided, the IPCC stands as a powerful example of what cooperation can achieve. Hundreds of scientists from diverse disciplines and regions working together in pursuit of what I call a shared truth. We commend you for that, and we thank you.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Folk Call Smart Pass, the smart way to pay at the pump.
Tasha, what you saying? Girl, right here, rushing to cash JS Johnson. I gotta renew my insurance. Oh, I with JSJ too, but I don't wait in line. I just pay online. Stop it. How you do that?
Just email info@jsjohnson.com and say, sign me up for the online service center. They'll reach out and hook you up. You ain't never have to stand in line again.
Amen to that.
Save time. Pay online. Sign up for JS Johnson's online service center today.
Insurance, peace of mind. 5 cars, catch the keys, don't blink, take these.
Island Luck is giving away 5 brand new cars. Earn 10 reward points for a chance to enter and win. Enter weekly from Monday 12 a.m. to Sunday 2 p.m. Winners are announced Sundays at 3 p.m. on 103.5 The Beat and Island Luck Socials. 5 cars, 5 weeks. The more you play, the better your chances. Visit islandluck.com for more information. Catch the keys only at Island Luck. Must be 18 and over. Island Luck reminds you that it's only a game, so please game responsibly.
Hello? Hi, this is Roger from Fidelity Bank. We've detected a possible breach on your account, so we've placed a temporary hold on pending transactions.
Huh?
Please check your email and give me your one-time password to confirm.
Ain't nothing happening. Whoa! Remember, Fidelity will never ask for your account details. If in doubt, contact us first. Fidelity Bank, protecting what matters most.
Fidelity, we're good for you.
Introducing the Focal Smart Pass app that helps you to fuel up faster. Here's how it works. Download the app on the App Store or get it on Google Play and create your profile with payment details. Visit your nearest Shell station. Open the app, scan the pump's QR code, select your payment amount, and begin fueling. Say goodbye to cash and cards because the Focal Smart Pass offers secure and convenient payment options right at your fingertips. Download Focal Smart Pass now and fuel up faster today.
And applause all around for local public health care pioneer Dr. Merceline Dalregis, whose lifelong commitment to improving health has earned her an honorary Lifetime Achievement Award from the World Health Organization during its 79th World Health Assembly in Geneva, Switzerland.
Leadership in disease elimination, she has helped deliver some of the most significant public health achievements of our time. Her work, grounded in rigorous science and strong community engagement, has advanced equitable access to prevention and care. Dr. Dalregis played a pivotal role in leading the Americas to become the first region in the world to be declared free of measles and rubella, a landmark achievement that continues to save lives. She has consistently championed a holistic approach to health and development, recognizing that strong communities at the heart of sustainable progress. Her dedication, vision, and integrity have inspired generations of public health professionals.
Humbly accepting the recognition. The former chief medical officer credited achievements in public health as a reflection of the WHO's leadership, collaboration, and commitment. Still, she stressed that while future generations have been protected from devastating diseases, urgent challenges remain.
Delegates, we must act now. Our humanity is inseparable from our responsibility to preserve dignity and expand opportunity for all. Cooperation, madam, cooperation must remain our guiding principle. The future can be brighter, but only if we act with purpose. Therefore, we must talk, not fight. We must expand access to health care for all. We must practice human rights, not merely speak about them.
Well, the Broadcasting Corporation certainly extends its warm congratulations to Dr. Merslin Dow Regis. Royston and Marlene are up next with a sneak peek of what's coming up in Access Now. We survived another weekend.
We certainly did. And it's been temperamental weather over the last few days. I don't know if you got caught up in what I consider that torrential, almost tropical storm downpour this morning. I don't know if it's going to come back.
I had someone in the house ask me, is something coming? Like, is this the beginning? I was like, well, more rain.
We'll have to ask Diane later on.
We are in May. Yes.
We are.
Yes.
This is true. This is true. But coming up tonight in Access Now, of course, we have a music legend whose legacy is being honored, Tony McKay, also known as Exuma. One of my, well, I really enjoy the song, the Obeah Man.
I was going to say, I mean, even Nina Simone decided she needed to release her own version of it. You should look that up. She did it live. It was on a record. Amazing. And then speaking of music, our guests tonight are having their own concert this weekend. It's Holy Cross Anglican Church. They're turning 60 years old. So we're going to be talking to them all about the celebrations they'll be having and what kind of music you can expect out of that.
Oh, well, stay with us. The Bahamas Tonight. The National Report continues after this.
Take your business to the next level by joining the Tourism Development Corporation's Tourism Business and Products Registry. This registry will act as a hub for all Bahamian tourism-related ventures across the blue, green, and orange economies, ensuring that our entrepreneurs get the support, access, and connections they need to help develop a stronger business and ultimately a stronger industry. Join now at tdcbahamas.com.
Only at Popeyes can you get the amazing deal of 5 pieces of chicken for $10 at all Popeyes locations. Visit us every day, any day, and get your 5 for 10 only at Popeyes.
Y'all again?
Monday, Popeyes. Tuesday, Popeyes. Wednesday, Popeyes. Thursday, Popeyes. Friday, Popeyes. Saturday, Popeyes.
Girl, what we getting for lunch today? Popeyes again?
Popeyes. Every single day, give me Popeyes.
Throughout our lifetime, we must all make decisions. No matter how we choose, the right one just needs to be made. Like having J.S. Johnson Insurance Agents and Brokers as your insurance partner. We've been serving the Bahamas for over 100 years. Whether you need home, motor, marine, or commercial insurance, make the right decision. Call 397-2100 or visit jsjohnson.com.
JS Johnson Insurance. Peace of mind.
In 2010, a grant helped Bahamas striping group of companies get started. Today, that seed has grown into a national force, building roads, airports, and brighter futures. Now, we're leading the way through public-private partnerships, what we call 3Ps, where government vision meets private sector innovation. 3Ps empowers local subcontractors, giving them the chance to bid. And with every contract, we're putting money directly into communities, creating jobs, supporting families, and fueling growth. From roads in Eleuthera to community centers in the inner city, we're not just laying asphalt, we're laying foundations for financial opportunity. At Bahamas Striping Group of Companies, we believe in building more than infrastructure. We're building up Bahamians who build the Bahamas. 3Ps, public-private partnerships for people, progress, and prosperity.
And that does it for the National Report, but stay close. The Bahamas Tonight continues with Access Now.
Health is the greatest gift. That's
That's where we come in. Bahamas Medical and Surgical Supplies is a premier distributor of medical equipment, as well as medical and surgical consumables. Our engineers are always on hand, providing top care service that saves lives. We carry a wide selection of over-the-counter and prescription items, IV fluids, and other injections. Our products are state-of-the-art, and our entire team stays on top of cutting-edge technology. With more than 2 decades of dedicated service, Bahamas Medical and Surgical Supplies continues to be a trendsetter and innovator in healthcare. We have set ourselves apart by truly caring for our customers. We understand the intricacies of healthcare, and we produce spectacular results. We cherish our partnerships and nurture our friendships as we continue on our quest to help everyone maintain that wonderful gift of good health. Find us on 95th Terrace, Centerville, and now located in the Lucaya Shopping Center of Freeport, Grand Bahama.
Tourism today. Bahamas tourism today.
At this year's Sun and Fun Aerospace Expo in Lakeland, Florida, Senior Manager of Vertical Markets for the Ministry of Tourism, Ahmad Williams, and President of Caribbean Flying Adventures, Jim Parker, revealed how the event drives greater international interest to the islands of the Bahamas.
Well, first and foremost, the proximity of the show is only 200 miles off the coast of Grand Bahama. So this is the nearest, largest show inside the Florida, and it's nearest to the Bahamas. Sun and Fun is consisted of a lot of consumers, general aviation pilots. And because of the proximity of the Bahamas, it's only right that we show face and we actually make an appearance at the show. It's important that we come and explain all the fees, the rules, the process of flying to the Bahamas. Every year, we would actually host a fly-in, which consists of a caravan of planes, rendezvous. We would leave from the Sun and Fun event, and they would announce that the fact that we're leaving to go to Grand Bahama. So they have a big jumbo screen, will show us taking off, and then once we land in Grand Bahama, they'll show that we just landed. That same group of planes that just took off, look at them in the Bahamas on the jumbo screen. And it's to show these 300,000 plus guests who are coming to the show how easy it is to get to the Bahamas.
I encourage them to start off in the Bahamas, to get their feet wet, and then once they go, they just keep coming back. So there's like 20,000 flights a year in small planes to the Bahamas. It's the easiest thing in the whole world. And people are always worried about customs, they're worried about overwater. Once they make that first trip and see how easy it is, then they're on the hook. They just keep coming back on their own.
For more tourism updates, visit Tourism Today or Bahamas.com. I'm Michael Miller, and this is Tourism Today.
An international climate change conference opens up here in the capital.
Plus, corrections officers receiving some much-needed equipment. Those details straight ahead.
Also honoring a legendary Bahamian musician. Please stay close for that one.
And in sports, more drama in the Davis Cup withdrawal saga.
Bahamas Tonight Access Now starts now.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Royston Jones.
And I'm Marlena Leonard. Welcome to the Bahamas Tonight Access Now.
Welcome indeed. Now, just about every debate imaginable can be found on social media. And more recently, one that seems to be making the rounds yet again is the appropriate length of a voice note. Now, I'll say this, length tolerance does depend on who it's coming from.
Yeah.
I think friends, close family, friends is okay.
It's okay, but still within reason, because I'm sure there are a lot of opinions out there, but honestly, it does raise a question of when does it stop being a voice note, when does it stop being a message, and when does it start becoming a podcast? If it has chapters, or like a plot twist, or needs a part 2, or if honestly, anything past 2 or 3 minutes.
Okay.
If I can't double time that and I've lost my way in the story, just ask if you can call me.
I like that.
Yeah.
I'm going to agree. My personal opinion is anything over 2 minutes is probably the appropriate length. And if it's over that,
or at least break it up. Don't send me like an 8-minute. I promise you right now, I'm not going to listen to it.
I feel like my cousin, ironic, is going to send me like a 10-minute voice note right now. Don't do it.
Just an empty voice.
I know, right? With that said, let's dive right into the news. Approximately 200 scientists, policymakers, and climate experts from 90 countries around the world are now in country as Working Group 2 of the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate continues the work of its 7th assessment report while in the Bahamas. During a press conference this morning at the British Colonial Hotel, Working Group 2 co-chair Bart van den Hurk shared that the body intends to produce the first draft of the report for review by external experts by early October.
We have another peculiar product to be produced in this cycle, and this is what we refer to as the technical guidelines on assessing impacts and adaptation. A version dated back in 1994 has already inspired several organizations to get a systematic assessment of impacts and adaptation in order to allow better coverage of national planning and international negotiations. And governments were very keen to have an update of these guidelines in this current cycle.
Working Group 2's Vice Chair Adele Thomas says, as a Bahamian climate change geographer, it was important to have the forum in the Bahamas, a country that is well aware of the impact of climate change.
Here in the Bahamas, we have seen repeatedly the impacts of climate change. Hurricane Dorian, unprecedented impacts, sea level rise and coastal erosion. We're seeing more flooding of homes and infrastructure, marine heat waves that are destroying our coral reefs and affecting our marine biodiversity. In the reports that we are all gathered here to advance, there is a focus on issues like these that are particular to small islands like us. This AR7 report aims to equip decision makers with the scientific evidence that they need to act decisively and effectively.
Important work happening there. And speaking of important work, the Church of God of Prophecy donating several much-needed bulletproof vests to the Department of Corrections today. The presentation is part of the church's celebration of Pentecost this Sunday, May 24th, under the theme, Heal Our Land. According to National Bishop Dr. Woodley C. Thompson, the church is focusing on national agencies mandated to heal our land through rehabilitation and restoration.
We support the work that you're doing in this country, and we are praying for you that God will help you, will bless your team as you do the work of this ministry in the country. And we are calling all persons to join us in prayer in that regard, that we can help to heal our land according to the Word of God.
And if you ask Corrections Commissioner Don Clear, the presentation marked a red letter day at the facility. He's grateful that his officers will now be able to execute their duties more safely and efficiently.
We have close to 1,000 staff, and currently we may have about 80 of them who are in protective gears. These items are very expensive. They are not easily sourced, and we are grateful, very grateful to the Bishop for the Church of God of Prophecy for allocating these items to us.
The legacy of legendary Bahamian artist Tony McKay, also known as Exuma, could soon live on in a new way, as his daughter, Kenyatta Mackey Joseph, hopes to bring an immersive cultural museum experience to life. Following a recent trip to Cat Island with plans to film a documentary, she became fixated on the cultural aspect of Bahamian life, stating that more focus has to be placed on expanding its outreach globally.
Daddy's whole outfit, Exuma's whole outfit, his hat, the feathers, everything, that was an expression of culture. That was an expression of the Bahamas, down to the cowbells on the boots when he was performing. I went back to Cat Island and I'm seeing people play music on the drums, on goat skin, drums and things that were created. And not enough people know who Bahamians are as a culture. They have an idea, but the question is, how do we get that information out there to them?
The museum is intended to highlight not just her father's contributions to Bahamian art, but also provide a platform for younger artists to promote their work and become educated on the history of Bahamian art forms. With the creation of the Ministry of Culture, Arts, and Heritage, Mackey Joseph says she is confident her vision will be recognized.
Open night mics, you have competitions, you have scholarships, you have talent events, where you have people come out that are in the industry so they have an opportunity to be exposed to others that can that you know, everyone sees everything differently. So maybe one of the judges on the panel may see one thing in one student and another one in another. So kind of figure like a...
And still to come tonight, members of Holy Cross Anglican Church are back with us, this time, hear about their upcoming concert.
And of course, Diane Dorsett has your Access weather forecast, so stay close.
Introducing Valvoline Restore and Protect, a first-of-its-kind innovation that returns pistons to factory clean, removing up to 100% of deposits, restoring your engine to perform like new. All new Restore and Protect, another first by Valvoline, distributed by Battery and Tire Specialists.
The temperature is rising, the flowers are blooming, and shoppers are saving at Super Value and Quality supermarkets. See Best Tuna, 5 ounces, 84 cents. Best Value Whole Kernel Corn, 15 ounces, 99 cents. Par Excellence Long Grain Rice, 5 pounds, $3.99. Sea Bass Raw Shrimp, 30/40, 1 pound, $7.99. Sweet Blueberries, 1 pint, $4.99. May the savings be with you at Super Value and Quality supermarkets.
A very good Monday evening to you. I hope everyone had a great weekend. It is time for your Access weather forecast, your quick look at what's shaping our weather for the next few days. Well, the thunderstorms we spoke about last Friday are here. We started the day with a few morning showers, and these are isolated thunderstorms here and there, not over the entire island. Now, I could tell you this morning, I drove from the 6-legged roundabout and it was raining cats and dogs. But by the time I got to the stadium, no rain. So like I said, pockets of rain, isolated thunderstorms. That will be the trend for the next few days. And taking a look at our satellite picture, we're seeing clusters of clouds across the Bahamas with embedded thunderstorms in response to a mid-level low, which will linger around through Saturday. So keep those umbrellas close by. Now, temperature-wise, by midweek, we'll see our temperatures gradually climb into the upper 80s and even hitting 90 later this week. And when combined with humidity, it should feel even warmer. Now, looking over at our 3-day forecast, in the northwest Bahamas tonight and tomorrow, we'll get easterly winds at 12 to 18 knots, seas at 3 to 6 feet. Therefore, small craft operators are advised to exercise caution. We'll get a high tide at 10:06 this evening. In the central and southeast Bahamas, east to southeast winds, 15 to 20 knots, seas at 4 to 7 feet. Small craft operators still, caution is advised. Then on Wednesday for the northwest Bahamas, winds drop a bit east to southeast at 10 to 15 knots, seas 2 to 4 feet, a high tide at 11:27 in the morning, followed by a low tide at 5:32 in the afternoon. And finally, in the central and southeast Bahamas on Wednesday, winds will be east to southeast, maintaining at 15 to 20 knots, seas at 4 to 7 feet, and small craft operators, you're still advised to remain cautious. Now, there also remains a moderate risk of rip currents, so beachgoers and swimmers are urged to continue to exercise caution. It is time now for your international temperatures, brought to you by Royal Star Assurance.
As can be. This must be the greatest thing in life, to have you here with me. I've been waiting for a long, long time. I can't believe it's true. It's good to be here by your side and dance along with you. Some people never will understand why I'm bursting.
That was your international temperatures, brought to you by Royal Star Assurance. And that wraps up your Access weather forecast. But join me again at 11 for a full weather update. Have a great evening, everyone.
Thank you so much, Dan. Now, Holy Cross Anglican Church is hosting its Back to Cross homecoming celebrations this week, and joining us to share all the details are concert chair Nikita Thompson and 60th anniversary committee chair Nivea Bodhi.
Thank you so much for joining us on Access Now, ladies.
Thank you for having us.
Now, 60 years, that's a big anniversary, so it makes sense. I'm hearing there's more than one event happening. Can you walk us through what the events are surrounding this celebration?
Sure. So this homecoming weekend kicks off with a grand concert on Friday. Okay. And we have some big names that'll be in the house at Holy Cross, namely Shabak. We have the National Children's Choir who will be there, a popular group, Bel Canto Singers, Nehemiah Hill will be there, and a whole lot more of top Bahamian performers.
That's an incredible lineup.
Yes,
great.
It is.
Now, this 60th anniversary, I'm sure a ton of work has gone into it, but tell us about some of the work that has been going on behind the scenes.
Yeah, so Holy Cross is really excited to be celebrating 60 years under our theme, celebrating the legacy of the cross, our faith, our foundation, our future. So this homecoming weekend, this is really just an opportunity to invite anyone who's touched our church, from our clergy to former members, anyone who's just played a role in our mission and ministry over these years. We're inviting them to return to Holy Cross this weekend to celebrate our homecoming weekend, just to be there with us, to be present, to give God thanks. And of course, as Nikita said, begins with the concert on Friday, and then we have our church service on Sunday morning at 9 o'clock. And calling that, we've tagged it Back to the Cross.
Love that.
Yeah.
Now, what do you hope people take away from the celebration surrounding this anniversary?
Well, when we think of our theme, we think about what Holy Cross is really rooted in. So we think about our faith being an Anglican church, so grounded in the Anglican tradition. But Holy Cross, if you know our church, a little bit of modern worship coming through as well. And then, of course, our foundation. So we want to, remember those who we stand on the shoulders of. So we have 60 years. You can imagine there's so much tradition there. So we stand on those shoulders, and we want to build on that. And then taking us to the future, we're looking ahead. We're looking at the next 60 years when Nikita and I are off the scene. We're passing this on to the next generation. We're looking, that's right, we're looking ahead as well.
Now, is this, I heard you saying this is a welcoming back of everyone involved over the last 60 years, which I'm sure is generations of families and people. Is it also open to new worshipers, and how do people, if they want to take part, get involved?
Absolutely. So we've got a vibrant social media page, so please follow us on our social media page at Holy Cross, and there you'll find the link to register to come back to the service. But of course, it's church, so no invitation needed. So certainly this is an open invitation. The concert on Friday is absolutely free. Absolutely free. And that amazing lineup that Nikita just mentioned, you have the opportunity to hear from so many of the soloists and the choirs that we all love, so many names that we know and love. So absolutely free for both events, and of course, no registration required. If you want, it's great to have your information. And of course, that can be found through our social media pages or to give our church office a call.
The concert's actually taking place at the church as well, correct?
Yes, that's right.
What is the time?
Church.
It's 7 p.m. on Friday.
All right.
That's right. And church at 9 a.m. on Sunday. So just one Mass on Sunday. So the combination of our 7 a.m. and 9:30 service, and then trying to meet somewhere in the middle so that, others can come and join us.
That's incredible.
Thank you so much for joining us, ladies. I'm sure it's going to go off amazing.
Yes, we're excited.
Thank you so much. And for you at home, stay with us. Sports with Amajal Knowles is up right after this break.
The difference, Ruby's Ultra Tech in your car. Fill up with Ruby's Ultra Tech. Spend less and go far. Fuel up with Ruby's Ultra Tech. Get the most out every ride. Just watch your car perform with the best fuel inside. Fuel up with confidence in every mile. Get Ruby's Ultra Tech in your tank and drive with a smile. Watch your car perform with the best fuel inside. Fuel the difference with Ruby's Ultra Tech.
Step inside a world of adventure with Mandalorian and Grogu at Burger King. See The Mandalorian and Grogu only in cinemas.
At Kosh-Rite, our members know that there's a lot to smile about. They know that membership has its privileges. Guaranteed low pricing on every item, every time you shop. Each membership comes with 2 cards. That's one for you and a free card for a member of your household. Gold card holders earn an annual 2% rebate up to $500. Koshrai members get discounts at other participating businesses. So that's a lot to smile about. Whether it be clothing, appliances, home goods, or groceries, shop at Koshrai, where membership truly has its privileges.
At We Buying Sell, we help you upgrade your home the smart way, from solar panels and solar lights to strong doors, storm-ready windows, tiles, mirrors, vanities, faucets, and more. Everything you need is right here under one roof. Great quality products, great price, and fast, friendly service every day. Visit us on Robinson Road or send us a message on WhatsApp 242-636-8412 or shop anytime at wbusbahamas.com. We Buy You Sell. Upgrade your home today.
Welcome to your Monday Sports Check, everyone. I'm Amajal Knowles, topping sports. Last week, we brought you the story of our local Davis Cup team being withdrawn from the competition slated for next month in Costa Rica. Well, today we hear from those players that were affected, along with the interim president of the Bahamas Lawn Tennis Association, Marvin Roll. For context, the interim committee led by Roll alleged that the withdrawal from the Zone 3 tie was put in place by former PLTA president Perry Newton. Roll and the committee only found out after the draw was released last week. Senatorial sports team also understands that officials from the Bahamas Olympic Committee met with representatives from the International Tennis Federation to try and resolve the situation, but to no avail. Now, Senatorial sports team was able to connect with the leader of the interim committee, Marvin Roll, who spoke about the situation.
First time in history to be not in the Davis Cup doesn't even make sense. It only hurts the youth, you know. These players are looking forward to this throughout the whole year. They train, they make sacrifices, you know, to go out there and prepare for this tournament or for this event. It's not a good look, you know. Even like countries around the world are reaching out to me, asking me, hey, where's the Bahamas? Because they know the talent that we can produce, and they know the level that we play and we were able to execute throughout the years. It's not a good look for us.
Davis Cup team member Michael Major Jr. and Tristan Watkins, the parent of Junior Davis Cup team member Tanash Watkins, weigh in on the situation as well.
It's just extremely disappointing because we dropped to Group 4 about 2 years ago, and myself and Denali, who are the 2 members from that team who would be on this current team, me and our other teammates, we want to bring the country back up to Group 3. And I think what a lot of people aren't realizing is this decision by Mr. Newton is putting our country back 2 years, and that's if we win Group 4 next year.
It's absolutely heartbreaking, and it's very unfortunate that we have to meet on these terms. I feel like no person or even group should have this amount of power where it affects our children.
Now, this will be the first time since 1989 the Bahamas has not competed at the event. Now, ZNS sports team made numerous efforts to contact immediate past President Perry Newton to get a comment on the situation, but no response was given. Switching gears in track news, 2 of the Bahamas' most accomplished female athletes were in action over the weekend at the Wanda Diamond League in Shaoxing, China, and both turned in some memorable performances. World record holder Devin Charlton would run her fastest season opener, clocking a new national record time, finishing second in the women's 100-meter hurdles behind training partner and Olympic champion Masai Russell. Charlton would cross the tape in 12:38, lowering her previous national record of 12:44. As for Milowibo, she would run her fastest time in 5 years. The Bahamian 2-time Olympic champion and former world champion in the women's 400 meters finished second in the women's 200, running 22:26 out of lane 8. The next Wanda Diamond League meet is set for this Saturday in Xiamen, China. Both Charlton and Milowibo will be competing. Still on track, another pair of female track stars hoping to attain these feats at the professional level, but will first have to prove themselves at the collegiate level. Darvinique Dean and Alexis Roberts, both 12th graders at St. Augustine's College, accepted 4-year athletic scholarships to the University of Kentucky over the weekend to further their education and continue their track and field careers. And of course, the Bahamian continues contingent at Lexington, already large, as head coach Rolando Lonnie Green is a Bahamian, as well as Levan Superman Sands, an assistant coach with responsibility for horizontal jumps, and three-time Bahamian World Indoor Champion Devin Charlton is a volunteer coach as well. In the golf news from the weekend, the 25th Duke of Edinburgh Cup semifinals taking place at the one and only Ocean Club over Atlantis Paradise Island. The three-day event blended sport, purpose, and prestige. Proceeds benefiting the Governor General's Youth Award, with the winners advancing to the World Finals in England. Tournament organizer John Fowler.
Atlantis has been organizing this tournament for the last 25 years, and the goal of this tournament is to liaise with different corporate sponsors in the Bahamas to gain as much sponsorship as we can to benefit the GGYA and our new beneficiary, the Bahamas All-Stars.
And that's been a look at your sports on this Monday. I'm Amajal Knowles, signing out until tomorrow.
Did you know that if a fire starts in your home, you may have as little as 2 minutes to escape? Keep your family and home safe with these few fire safety preparation and prevention tips. Ensure that your home has working smoke detectors. They will alert you if there is smoke and fire in your home. Install a smoke detector on every level of your home, inside each bedroom and outside each sleeping area. Test smoke detectors every month and change the batteries every 6 months. Home fires can spread rapidly, and every second counts. Create an escape plan and practice it with everyone in your home. Make sure everyone can safely escape in less than 2 minutes. Keep escape routes as clutter-free as possible so no one trips or falls on the way out during an emergency. In addition to smoke detectors, fire extinguishers is an important device to have on hand. To use a fire extinguisher, remember the acronym PASS. Pull the pin, aim the nozzle, squeeze the handle, and sweep from side to side at the base of the fire. We must all do our parts to ensure that our families and homes are safe in the event a fire occurs. On behalf of the Commissioner of Police, the Director of Fire Services, and all officers of the Fire Department, let's work together to help prevent fires, because fire safety is everyone's responsibility, and the life you save may be your own.
You're looking at a drone shot of the Ansbacher building in the heart of downtown Nassau. That shot courtesy of Shane Gibson. And it's time now to take a trip to Abaco. Let's go.
The Bahamas Striping Group of Companies is celebrating its 16th anniversary this year. And what better way to celebrate than to give back to the country's youth? West Alex Forbes traveled to Abaco today with company executives for a very special presentation.
Students and staff at the Patrick J. Bethel High School in Marsh Harbor, Abaco are looking forward to a brighter digital future after Bahama Striping Group of Companies donated 35 computers to the school on Monday. Sharing her appreciation for the gesture is the school's vice principal, Raquel Cox.
I am totally enamored to see Mr. Dario Mitchell here this morning. As a former student of this school, he shows exactly what it is. Education is all about raising young citizens who will go on to make meaningful impacts, not only to our school, but to our country and globally. And so we are so proud to have him here this morning and see all that he is doing within the country and globally.
Once walking these same halls as a student, Bahama Striping Group of Companies President Atario Mitchell is ensuring that his company is now empowering the next generation of Bahamian technical professionals.
You all could say that technology is definitely the way of the future. I was just telling Ms. Cox that the last time I was in this particular room, we was using floppy disk. So to be able to enhance the computer program here at the school will definitely go a long way in helping the students at the school gain more technical skills, as well as better prep them and be able to prepare them for the future.
Students and teachers express heartfelt appreciation for the donation, saying the new computers are an answered prayer.
We only had 10 computers, and we have both 15 to 16 students in the class. So that was a challenge because we had to actually share now. Okay, so I wasn't able to access the students the way I wanted, to assess the students the way I wanted.
It was kind of like we had to share and like we have to go in groups, and I didn't feel like going in groups real. Now I could like do my work on my own.
As education continues to evolve, investments like these serve as a reminder that building the nation's future starts in the classroom. One student, one lesson, and one computer at a time. For the Bahamas Tonight, Access Now, I'm Wes, Calix Forbes.
Excellent story. Thanks so much, Wes.
Yeah, I remember my early computer class days. Like you said, the floppy disk, you know.
3.5 or the 8?
The square one. It was that long ago. We had about a term of it, and then they were like, "Here's a CD.
Okay, I'm
you
showing
can
my
download
age
with
now,
this
but
now."
I know about the MS-DOS.
Nope.
And playing Minesweep on MS-DOS.
Okay, Minesweep I remember.
You remember Minesweep?
But that's as far as I can.
I go deep. I go deep. We'll talk about this later. That's going to do it for Access Now for tonight.
Thanks for starting the week with us. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Did you know that if a fire starts in your home, you may have as little as 2 minutes to escape? Keep your family and home safe with these few fire safety preparation and prevention tips. Ensure that your home has working smoke detectors. They will alert you if there is smoke and fire in your home. Install a smoke detector on every level of your home, inside each bedroom and outside each sleeping area. Test smoke detectors every month and change the batteries every 6 months. Home fires can spread rapidly, and every second